Hey, an important question came up by email, which was how do we put a large section of code into the rectangular box if it's actually too large to use the trick that we did before where we like shrunk the rectangle down. So I wanted to try to do an example where we put the entirety of the code inside of the rectangular box, which would be like the most extreme example of when you would need to do this. So I'm going to copy and paste the entire game code into the answer entry. And I think that the right strategy for this would be, if we had to put the entire thing in a box, would be to create multiple boxes and box different pieces of it. So let's start off by boxing this chunk of it. So we do a command, or highlight it, command X to cut, and then we'll insert an image here, and not an image, a drawing here. So a new drawing. We'll add our text box. We'll paste the text into the text box, and we'll shrink the text box till it's just here at the end of that, and then we'll add a rectangle around this part. And let's do that. So then it's going to be transparent, so we can save and close here. And so now we've got that part in the rectangle. And if you want to, you can edit that drawing by double-clicking it, and you can change the borders of that rectangle to whatever color you want and whatever thickness you want. So being consistent with this, you can actually highlight the next section now. So maybe the next section is from the body here down to we wrote this as a class, and you're just going to take off section by section of it and put each section into a rectangular box. And even though you have multiple rectangular boxes, this seems to be the only way that you can put the entire algorithm in a rectangular box if your algorithm is if your algorithm takes up the whole page. Let me just make sure I'm saying that right. Sorry, I always forget. It's the entire abstraction in the rectangular box if your abstraction takes up the entire code or whatever. So once again, you go Tools, Insert, Drawing, New, add a text box, paste the code in, shrink it so that it's right at the bottom, and that way the rectangle will be right at the bottom. Shapes, and you put a rectangle around this, and then you make it transparent, and then you make it red, and 3 pixels. And if you just slowly do chunk by chunk of your code, whatever your algorithm is, if it's too large to fit in one rectangle, you can keep creating multiple rectangles throughout the code. So if you needed to put the whole code in a rectangle for your, sorry, I keep saying it, if you need to put the whole code in a rectangle for your abstraction, not algorithm, then you would just keep doing this piece by piece. And you can take off big pieces, so like maybe from here to here into a big piece. So insert, drawing, new, text box, and then you can shrink the text box right to the bottom, and then you can add a rectangle here, transparent, red, 3 pixels, and yeah, it's not the best solution, but it's a pretty strange task that they're asking you to do, to draw the rectangle using the computer around your abstraction. But this is the best solution that I found for doing it, is to just find, if you have your abstraction so long that it can't fit in a single rectangle, is just to create multiple rectangles that are all parts of your abstraction together. All right, I hope you guys found this video helpful. So, bye.